Hi everyone, Bapak Crypto here, your crypto educator who would like to help you make an informed decision when trading and investing in digital asset. Today is the weekend and you know what time it is? It's Crypto Educator React time. And the video that I'm going to react today is titled Vitalik Buterin on the Transformative Power of Ethereum. This is an interview summary of from Time, and I'm excited to see this because I bought the hard copy magazine of Time, and as you can see, my man Vitalik Buterin is in the cover page. In this magazine, they have a longer version of the interview, and I would like to read it and maybe share with you what they talk about during the interview in this magazine, and maybe give a bit of my opinion. But for today, I won't be reacting or giving my opinion to the article. Instead, I'll be reacting and giving my point of view on the video that is uploaded by Time into the YouTube. So stick around, let's watch together. This is my first time watching this video, and if it is your first time watching the video, we'll be watching it together.
The blockchain Ethereum moves trillions of dollars around the world every year, rivaling traditional finance heavyweights like MasterCard and Visa. Over the last few years, Ethereum has become the home of all sorts of cutting-edge projects, including NFTs, decentralized finance, and decentralized autonomous organizations. But it's also emerged as a vehicle for money laundering, billion-dollar scams, and shameless displays of wealth. Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, understands all of this, that his vision for the transformative power of Ethereum is at risk of being overtaken by greed, and so he has reluctantly begun to take on a bigger public role in shaping its future.
Okay, I'm going to go back a few seconds, okay? And I want to repeat the last part before they mentioned Vitalik. I want you to watch it together with me because what they're trying to say is a bit interesting.
Finance and decentralized autonomous organizations. But it's also emerged as a vehicle for money laundering, billion-dollar scams, and shameless displays of wealth.
Okay. I mean, I don't know whether Time is considered pro-crypto or anti-crypto or neutral, but the word that they specifically use, a vehicle for money laundering. For my experience, money laundering is always there even before crypto comes into the picture. I was working in Citibank when I was involved in a money laundering and sanction checking system back in 2013. Yes, in case any of you are not aware, I come from traditional finance. I'm not some crypto guy or some programming guy who come into crypto because it's a vehicle for a dystopian future. No. I've been in the traditional finance for more than 15 years. And I've been involved in, like I mentioned, involved in the project related to money laundering and sanction checking. So it's always been there even before crypto was there. Crypto is not the only vehicle that they use for money laundering. There's other vehicles that they can use for money laundering. They can invest in commodities and stock. There are ways to do it. Because I was in the traditional finance then, and we need to check it. Even back then in 2013, they do not have a system to automatically check it. That's why I need to work together with people across the world globally, Citibank across the world, to come up with a solution whereby we can automatically check this rather than doing eyeball checking.
Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, understands all of this, that his vision for the transformative power of Ethereum is at risk of being overtaken by greed, and so he has reluctantly begun to take on a bigger public role in shaping its future.
We are a community, and ultimately we do have a say in what things we put more resources towards. And if we don't exercise that voice, then the only things that get built are the things that are immediately profitable, and those are definitely often far from like the things that are actually the best for the world.
Buterin was born in Russia in 1994 and immigrated to Toronto, Canada as a child. He was recognized early on as a math prodigy. He got his first computer at age 4 and was programming at age 12. In 2014, Buterin and a group of co-founders built Ethereum with the hopes that it would become an open-source global supercomputer on which programmers could build anything they wished. But Buterin had to defend his vision against the other founders who wanted to build crypto's answer to Google.
Like in the case of founding Ethereum, like probably the biggest divide definitely was that like a lot of these other people cared about making money, like for me that was totally not my goal. And like for me, there were even like times at the beginning where I was negotiating down the percentages of the ETH distribution that like both myself and the other top level founders would get because I wanted to be more egalitarian, that was that did make them upset.
Now,
This same story whereby Vitalik want to make it more egalitarian is also covered in a book that I'm currently reading. This book by Laura Shin, The Cryptopians: Idealism, Greed, Lies, and the Making of the First Big Cryptocurrency. These books share an in-depth story about Ethereum from the beginning until around 2018. This is written by a journalist, Laura Shin, and this is an interesting book. I'm halfway reading it, and I will share with you and I will give my review on this book after I finish reading it. So, what's mentioned here is factual, in fact, if you compare to what's written here.
Buterin is speaking up about what he does like in the space, including universal basic income and projects to build new cities, and what he doesn't. And he hopes to guide the space with soft power into a better, more equitable future.
Okay, there was a short video. I think, actually, honestly speaking, I was expecting more coverage from time, but it's a good summary of what's written here because it's written in the magazine, because some of the things was being mentioned in this article written here in the Time magazine, but they go more in depth. So it's good, it's fair. I don't see anything wrong or any issue whatsoever, except for the one thing that I mentioned just now about their comments about how crypto is used as a vehicle for money laundering. But other than that, I don't see any issue on their comments and their writing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a short video, and until next time, keep on learning, people.